shopping with my son. I have no idea how or when this happens, but he always just wanders off and leaves me. Today, he drags me into yet another arcade. Completely disappears. I'm telling you. When I finally tracked him down, stormed over, got hold of him. Come on you're getting in the car with me. You're coming home with me. It's a huge surprise to us both. When he turned round, wasn't my flaming son. It was another lad.
I hate going shopping with my mum. I have no idea how it happens. She always just wanders off and leaves me. Today she drags me along to yet another clothes shop, only to completely disappear again. When I finally found her, I stormed over to her and grabbed her by the arm. "You need to stop doing this to me. Take me home right now," I yelled. It was a huge surprise to the both of us when she turned around, and it wasn't my mum at all. It was my Spanish teacher holding some sexy knickers.
I hate going shopping with my husband. I have no idea how or when it happens, but he always just wanders off and leaves me. Today he dragged me along to yet another garden centre, only to disappear off again. When I finally tracked him down, I stormed over, grabbed his arm. "I've had enough of you, silly moo. What do you think you're playing at?" he yelled. It was a huge surprise to both of us when he turned around, because it wasn't my husband, it was my boss.
I hate shopping with the wife. I have no idea how and when it happens, but she just wanders off and leaves me. Today, dragged me off to yet another department store, completely disappears again. I finally track her down, stormed over, grabbed her by the arm and yelling, "I'm done with this. What are you playing at, you stupid cow?" Yeah, it was a big surprise to both of us when she turned around. It wasn't the wife at all. It was my ex.
I hate going shopping with my boyfriend. I don't know how or when it happens, but he always just wanders off and leaves me. You know, today he dragged me to yet another dodgy sex shop in Soho, only to completely disappear on me. You know, when I finally tracked him down, I just stormed over and grabbed him by the arm, saying, "What is going on, you idiot? I've had enough of you." You know, it was a huge surprise to both of us when he turned round, because it wasn't my boyfriend. It was my boss. It's disgusting. Ugh.
You know what? I hate going shopping with my dad. Because I don't know how it happens or when it happens, but he always just seems to wander off and just leave me. Like today, he just dragged me along to yet another garden centre. Only just to be completely left alone again. And when I did eventually find him, I stormed over and I grabbed his arm and I yelled at him and I said, "You need to stop doing this to me. Take me home right now." However, it was a surprise for the both of us. Because when they turned around, it wasn't my dad. It was my ex.
I absolutely detest playing tennis with my wife, Letitia. I have no idea how or why it happens, but after our usual Saturday game at the tennis club, she just wanders off and leaves me. Last Saturday, she swanned off and completely disappeared. When I finally tracked her down in the clubhouse, I walked up to her and grabbed her by the arm. "What do you think you're doing, you stupid cow? I yelled. Well, you can imagine my surprise when she turned around, only for me to discover that it wasn't Letitia at all. It was Monique, her best friend. Admittedly, it's an easy enough mistake to make, as women in Surrey of a certain age all look the same.
I hate going shopping with my partner. I have no idea how or when it happens, but he always just wanders off and leaves me. Today he dragged me along to yet another bookstore, only to completely disappear again. When I finally tracked him down, I stormed over and grabbed him by the arm. "I've had just about enough of you, you idiot! What do you think you're playing at?" I yelled. It was a huge surprise to both of us when he turned around, and it wasn't my partner. It was one of my clients from the sex clinic.
I hate going shopping with my mum. I have no idea how or when it happens, but she just wanders off and leaves me. So I'm still walking down the aisle, thinking I'm still talking to her, and she's nowhere to be seen. I feel like a complete idiot. Today, she drags me along to yet another shopping expedition, only to disappear again. When I finally found her, after looking up and down every single aisle in the shop, I stormed over, grabbed her by the arm. "You need to stop doing this to me," I yelled. It was a huge surprise to both of us when she turned around, as it wasn't my mother at all. It was my Auntie Jodie, who we're not really supposed to speak to.
I hate going shopping with my partner. I've no idea how or when it happens, but he always wanders off and leaves me. Take today, for instance. He dragged me round yet another boring garden centre, only to then disappear. When I finally found him, I stormed over, grabbed his arm, said, "I've had enough of you, you silly twat. What do you think you're playing at?" But he then turned round and said, "You're the silly twat. I'm your partner's twin brother and I'm a magician." So that explains the disappearing acts.
I hate going shopping with my wife. I have no idea how or when it happens, but she just wanders off, leaves me. Today she dragged me to yet another garden centre and completely disappears again. When I finally tracked her down, I just had enough. I grabbed her by the arm and I said, "Listen here, you stupid cow. I've had just about enough of this. What the hell do you think you're playing at?" Felt pretty good. So, imagine my surprise when she turns around and it's not my wife. It's my boss.
I hate going shopping with my husband. I've no idea how or when it happens. Yeah, but I'm always just wander off and leave me. Yes, today him dragged me along to yet another garden centre. Yeah, only to complete this spirit again. Yes, when I finally tracking him down, I strop her and grab him by the hem. listen to me, please. I've had enough of you, you stupid cow. Yeah, what do you think you're playing at? I had led. Yeah, it was a water surprise to Berrow first when he turned around. Yeah, listen, it wasn't my husband at all. It was my boss. Oh my goodness.
Do you know, I hate going shopping with my wife. I never know when or how it happens. She just completely disappears. Today, she dragged me round yet another market, only to just disappear again. Anyway, when I finally tracked her down, I stormed over, grabbed her by the arm, said, "Oi, come on, let's get home now. I've had enough. We're not doing this anymore." Anyway, it was a shock to me and the other person when they turned around and it wasn't actually my wife, it was just a random stranger. It wasn't until I got home and calmed myself down I realised my wife died 2 years previous.
I hate going shopping with my husband. I've no idea how or when it happens, but he always just wanders off and leaves me. Today, this morning, drags me off to yet another car boot sale, only to completely disappear again. When I finally tracked him down, I said, "Hey, what the hell do you think you're playing at, you stupid idiot? Every time I like..." What a shock it was to both of us when he turned round. It wasn't even him. It was only my boss.
I hate going on days out with my partner. I've no idea how or when it happens, but he always just wanders off and leaves me. Today he dragged me off to some stupid car museum and he completely disappeared again. When I finally tracked him down, he was still talking to some other woman. I stormed over there and I grabbed him by the arm. "I've had enough of you, you stupid idiot. What do you think you're playing at?" I yelled at him. It was a huge surprise when he turned around, as it wasn't Bob at all, it was my ex with his new girlfriend.